Let us talk about what you have wrote while studying the diplomatic relations between Serbia and the United States. What are, according to your own experience, what were, according to your own experience, the most difficult moments that Serbia faced in its relation toward the United States in those many years of history? Le pregunto al doctor que desde su perspectiva como historiador, en estos últimos años, 150 años, ¿cuáles fueron los momentos más críticos que Serbia vivió frente a los Estados Unidos? Do I explain myself, doctor? Please.
Yeah, I mean, first, you asked that in one word to describe.
A century of relations between Serbia, former Yugoslavia, and the United States, according to your own experience and how deeply you have studied the situation in North America and the Balkans, Central Europe, where Serbia is located. What can you summarize? What can you explain to our audience in regarding to what you have been studying for many years? Repito, este tema, en varios años que el doctor ha estudiado la relación entre México, no, sino Estados Unidos y Serbia, ¿qué es lo que puede resumir desde la antigua Yugoslavia y Serbia en los últimos tiempos? Please.
I mean, we had relations, diplomatic relations. I mean, we have actually between since 1881 until today, and it was, I mean, 145 diplomatic relations, and it was very. In some period, we had excellent relations, especially we were allies, especially during the First and Second World War. And in the last 30 years, since the dissolution of Yugoslavia, since 1991, we had a very turbulent period. And especially we had a crisis, huge crisis in our relations, especially in the period between 1994, 1995 and 1999. I mean, the total collapse was 1999 during when NATO made aggression in former Yugoslavia. When I said former Yugoslavia, in Serbia and Montenegro, and I think after that we are trying. I mean, in the same time, because the United States is a part of NATO, and the Clinton administration made a lot of problems for us, especially during the Kosovo War, the period 1998 to 1999, and we had a collapse. I already said that, and now we're trying to improve that. Last 25 years, we are trying to improve our relations, our position, and now I think that our history teach us that we can cooperate more with the Republicans than with the Democrats. I mean, I'm speaking about Serbian position because Serbs like authorities, strong leaders. I mean, we in this moment we see our chance with Trump. Trump is very interesting. He's very attractive on social networks, etc. In Serbia, he's very popular. Young people like Trump very much, and it is very, very. It's after a couple of decades, we have right now positive opinion about United States.
A pesar de lo complejo de la relación que se vivió durante el conflicto en Kosovo, la guerra de Kosovo, durante la administración de Clinton, cuando esta situación alcanzó el punto más álgido, la historia muestra que para Serbia es más fácil encontrar un diálogo y un acuerdo con los republicanos, y muestra de ello es cómo en nuestros tiempos el presidente Trump con sus redes sociales, es una figura importante en Serbia, y así es el consenso que Serbia manifiesta paradójicamente más con los republicanos que con los demócratas en estos tiempos.
And if we compare through the history moments and American presidents, if we speak right now about U.S.-Serbian diplomatic relations, I would say that we have very in the bad memory and experience relations with United States during the Clinton administration, with Obama administration, with Biden administration. Yeah, and we don't have a positive thoughts about their administration and about their relations and their influence in Serbia, in former Yugoslavia, whatever.
Desde la antigua Yugoslavia y Serbia en nuestros tiempos, la impresión del pueblo serbio no es tan favorable hacia las administraciones del presidente Clinton, el presidente Obama y el presidente Biden, como lo resume el académico.
Of course, and we had a lot of statements of Clinton and, for example, Biden about that Serbs are bad guys and that they have to crash Serbs to bomb Serbs and other, especially in the period between, during the 90s. It was very tragic period for our people, and especially during the wars in Croatia, in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It was period of dissolution of Yugoslavia. It was between 1991 1995, and in that moment we felt that we are alone, totally alone against the whole world. We were under sanctions. We were isolated of any important events happening in the world. For example, we were excluded from from United Nations. We were we had an economic collapse, hyperinflation. So it was very tragic and very, very, I think, very bad period for our people.
Un grave periodo para la población serbia, en el cual vivieron la hiperinflación, fue el derivado de este ataque brusco por parte de los Estados Unidos durante la administración del presidente Clinton. Se mantuvieron aislados incluso de la Unión Europea. Esto restó posibilidades de crecimiento. Todo ese periodo dejó el conflicto en Kosovo, la guerra en Kosovo, de la cual el historiador da a ustedes ya una explicación de los hechos como se registraron, pero ahora, but it is well known that Serbia is different now. Economy is better, perspective of the growing of the economy are different instead of those years. Y ahora las perspectivas de la economía son diferentes a diferencia de aquellos años.
Yes, of course, since 2012, President Vucic improved our position, our economy, and I think that now it's much better situation in economic field, and if we compare social lives 30 years ago and today, I think that I know actually that we are in much better position that we were 30 years ago.
Frente a hace 3 décadas, 30 años y los tiempos que vive Serbia, ciertamente las condiciones son diferentes a la fecha. Let me ask you something very important. How close or far is Serbia to be a member of the European Union? ¿Qué tan cerca o lejos se encuentra Serbia de ser un miembro de la Unión Europea?
I mean, we are on a European way, and we are trying to integrate into European Union. Are we successful? I'm not sure, because there is a lot of pressure from European Union in the first line when we speak about Kosovo. Kosovo issue is a very important thing for us. Kosovo is our cradle, and we are all from Kosovo. And Serbian first Serbian state was created in Kosovo almost 1,000 years ago. So we are all Serbs are we have origins in Kosovo, and in our history it was important thing, and of course now for our people Kosovo is very important, and many nations only 5 countries didn't recognize Kosovo: Slovakia, Cyprus, Greece, Romania, and Spain. They didn't recognize Kosovo. I mean, it was Kosovo self-declared independence 2008, and since then we had a lot of diplomatic troubles to explain people our position, especially after pressure during the 90s, during the period when we were bad guys, and we are trying to some way to rebrand our position and to explain what is going on right now, and that the Christians are under huge terror of Albanian Muslims there, and there are Christian church. They are trying to destroy everything, and now we are fighting against that.
Es sin duda el tema de Kosovo sensible y un obstáculo para avanzar en la incorporación de Serbia en la Unión Europea. Nos dice el historiador, los serbios nos consideramos kosovares porque los 1000 años de historia, los últimos 1000 años de historia muestran que los serbios somos de Kosovo, y esto es un tema que aún perdura en la mentalidad de los serbios hacia Kosovo, un asunto que, con la excepción de 5 naciones, entre ellas Chipre, España, Eslovenia, Eslovaquia, que se manifestaron en esta misma dirección, dejan como un pendiente, un gran pendiente ante la historia, el tema de Kosovo. I'm going to ask you 2 more questions, if you allowed me. Tell us now, in regarding to the important history that both countries, Mexico, former Yugoslavia, and today's Serbia, have created, at least during the last 90 years. Because we all Mexicans remember Josip Broz Tito as a great leader. Probably he's the man, according to our point of view, he might be considered a sort of responsible due to what happened during the 90s when the Federation of Yugoslavia, which was based of 6 countries and 2 autonomous regions, was disgregated. Somebody in Mexico, some historians stated that Tito might have to be blamed due to that. What is your opinion? Esto es muy importante porque le pregunto al historiador, al doctor, acerca de la responsabilidad histórica de Josip Broz Tito en cuanto a la escisión de las 6 repúblicas y 2 regiones autónomas independientes que constituyeron a la antigua Yugoslavia. Please answer to us.
I mean, diplomatic relations between Yugoslavia and Mexico were established the 24th of May 1846. So it is 8 years since that, and during the period of Yugoslavia, we had a very intensive diplomatic relations. We had a couple of official visits on a high level. For example, President Tito visited Mexico after President
López Mateos.
Yes, visited Yugoslavia. It was in spring 1963, and a couple months later, in the fall, I think 1963 also, President Tito visited Mexico. After that, we once more Tito visited Mexico. It was 1976.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so, and it was very important things for us. I mean, Tito was, a very strong leader, to be quite honest. As a historian, in many things I disagree with him, but I cannot say that he was a weak leader. He was a very strong leader, and during the period of Yugoslavia, it's very important thing to mention is non-aligned movement.
Exactly.
It was established, created 1961 in Belgrade. It was 1st September, I think, 1961. Please correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of dates in my head. So, it was in Yugoslavia, and Tito was one of three important leaders, Tito, Nasser, Nehru, in that period, and I think he had actually responsibility for the dissolution of Yugoslavia, especially because he supported the constitution from 1974 when a lot of things were defined in the constitution as a just important thing and moment that will create further separatism in Yugoslavia. In the first line, Slovenia and Croatia started with that. After that, Bosnia and Herzegovina and Macedonia,
Exactly.
and in the end, only Serbia and Montenegro stayed to defend Yugoslavia. But Serbs and Montenegrins actually created Yugoslavia in 1918. We won in the First World War, and we created that. And Slavins and Croats, Muslims, today Bosniaks, they were on other side. We fought against them, and we won in the war with the Austro-Hungarian Empire in Germany, and after that we created Yugoslavia, and we were all equals. Doesn't matter that doesn't matter. Serbs won, but Serbs accepted Croats, Slovenes, Bosniaks, even later Macedonians. We accepted that we are equal in the end, that we are, brothers in the same country. But during the 90s, we were tricked, and they declared independence, and Yugoslavia collapsed. And now we are fighting for our legacy and for improving position of our people in region. In first line in Bosnia and Herzegovina, in Montenegro, Croatia as well, and Serbs are under huge pressure there.
Ciertamente un largo capítulo de la historia. Actualmente los serbios buscan la prosperidad de su pueblo con una relación hacia croatas, bosnios, musulmanes, entre otras partes, pero en este capítulo que inició con la escisión en el 1991 de Yugoslavia y sus 6 repúblicas, se recuerda desde la perspectiva de la historia, nos dice el doctor, que se podría culpar o no a Joseph Broz Tito. Tito fue un hombre, un líder fuerte, pero los hechos que devinieron a partir de ese capítulo hablan de un colapso de la Federación Yugoslava y sus 6 repúblicas y sus naciones independientes, y esto ahondó con el conflicto en Kosovo. My final question, doctor. Do you think that Serbia won't face any difficulties on the years to come? It will keep united as it didn't during the 90s, and what are the chances for Serbia to be, as today, a strong country with praying nationalism as a vanguard and not suffering those difficulties that former Yugoslavia faced during the 90s and until the Dayton, Ohio agreements in 1996? They were signed in 1996.
In November 1995. Yes. I think that we are much stronger now than we were, and I believe that we will be more stronger than we are today. And I think that we are patriots, and we like our country, and we are like our people, our tradition, our cultural history, and we will fight in the future for our rights, and for rights to live in the same country. I mean, of course, I believe that you like that Mexicans live in the same country.
Exactly.
All Mexicans in the same country, and I believe also that we have right to live in the same country. All Serbs in the same country, and we had that country. We had at least 80 years since 1918 to 1991, and someone took that from us, and I believe that my generation or generations after mine, that we will bring back everything they took from us.
Including Kosovo.
Kosovo is the part of Serbia.
Now, that's the main column from our story. Kosovo, a part of Serbia. Son, la respuesta
and I would like just to add something. We have a very important, some interesting sentence, and this is very important for our people. When we say hello, we are saying to each other next year in Prizren. That Prizren is a biggest city in Kosovo and Metohija. And that means next year we will see in Prizren. We will meet there. So dogodine u Prizrenu. That means we will see each other there.
Dogodine u Prizrenu.
Dogodine u Prizrenu. Dine u Prizrenu.
U Prizrenu. Y así lo dicen ellos, los serbios. El próximo año nos encontraremos en una de las ciudades más grandes de Kosovo, Pristina. Y esta frase que ustedes escucharon describe que como patriotas los serbios no están derrotados, son una nación fuerte, pero con una asignatura pendiente en la historia. Any further comment you might like to add for our radio program, Liberal Metropolitano, which is the name of our newspaper, and así lo dice Lamont. We are delighted to listen to your final conclusion. Doctor, please go ahead.
I will spend the next couple of days here in Mexico, and I believe that I will enjoy here. And when I come back to Serbia, I'll try to transfer my experience here, and I already learned a lot of things about Mexico, and I will try to transfer my experience, my feelings, and my knowledge about Mexico to people from Serbia. And I think that we have a lot of common things, and I think that we have a lot of space for cooperation in the future, and I'll do my best to improve our relations. And I want to say hello for your audience, and of course, I think that you will be satisfied with the book about 8 years about Serbian and Mexican diplomatic relations, And I think that we will finish everything until the end of this year. And in the beginning of next year, we will have promotion here in Mexico City.
You
And
bet,
of
doctor.
course, you will be invited for that.
You bet, doctor. Y como nos ha dicho que llevará los recuerdos a Serbia, a su regreso, regresará en la presentación de su libro, rescatando los elementos más importantes de la relación bilateral entre México y Serbia. Aún hay mucho por hacer y es lo que se lleva como asignatura nuestro invitado. Gracias por... Let me ask you one more question. I was right when I choose. Esto es muy importante, audiencia, se los digo en español. Le preguntaré si estuve en lo correcto cuando extendí el brazo junto con 15 periodistas del mundo al desaparecido líder serbio Slobodan Milosevic. How does history will treat me and my colleagues, which in 1996 attended an invitation, 1996 we attended an invitation to Belgrade, and we got a diploma, and we shook hands with late leader Slobodan Milosevic. Was it a good action or not, according to your own vision and your studies about the life of late leader Slobodan Milosevic?
I think it was a good move because you supported us in the period when we were under sanctions, when we had the bad moments in our history in during the 90s, and I believe and I know that at least one historian will write very well about your visit to former Yugoslavia and Serbia and Montenegro.
That is why I want to shake hands with you.
Of course, thank you.
En esta ocasión, desde la Embajada Serbia, transmitiendo para ustedes el liberal metropolitano y cúspide en la historia que construye futuro, despedimos con Kosovo es Serbia. Colega.
Pero espera, porque our audience said the only thing they understood was that you were inviting them to a party in Serbia.
Sorry, didn't understand.
Our audience
Yes.
Said the only thing they understood was that you were inviting them to a party in Serbia.
That you asked them to visit Serbia,
Serbia.
And that's the whole story they understood from our dialogue.
I'll be very glad to host all you in Serbia and to be there for you and everything you need.
Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
For allowing us this important interview, and hope to see you very soon.
Hope you see you too. Thank you very much.
Llegamos a la recta final de este espacio, colega. ¿Algo que agregar?
Sí, Fede, vamos a tener ahora sí una llamada con Francisco Montaño, rapidísimo.